Hey y'all. Hey everybody. All right, so it's lunchtime live. What is this? We're Saturday. This is every day, whatever day we are on. Thought I would come on here and I'm like, yeah, let me get this one last view because these nails are running away. So I was like, you can pull one more video off before you have to just soak these things off. And then y'all gonna see me with some baby nails and I'm gonna put some little glitter polish on, and that's what we gonna do. So we're gonna work with. I hope everybody's week was productive. You were able to get some things done. Today we are going to talk about brain dump, right? So we are seeing a shift, and some of us are going to handle the shifts differently, right? We're seeing where they would like to open the United States back up, but I'm going to wait for the second, third, fourth, and fifth batch of air. So, but I still want to be on task and get some more things done. We'll also talk about our wins of the week. And hold on, y'all gotta. Yes, I'm having little baby nails. Had to go back to when I was in hair school, had to learn how to do a manicure and all of that great stuff. So that'd be interesting. All right, so one thing I want to suggest for people to do, I think we talked about this briefly on a couple of different lives. You want to celebrate your wins, no matter how small or how big, at least once a week, somewhere within your week. It doesn't matter which day that you do that, but you do want to celebrate your wins, because when you have a lot of negativity coming across timelines, social media pages, it's easy for a lot of people to fall into that trap. That is a lot of people's norms, so they gravitate toward negativity. I would highly suggest that you try to go the other way, right? We talked about how sometimes you have to mute your friends. You love them dearly, but sometimes it's just too much, and it's okay if you have to mute them. All right, so let's do a win journal page. My wins for the week. You might want to put that, or my wins, however you want to title your page. All right, so I don't know what we're putting on this page. Yeah, I know, kind of go with the flow, but I do think I want to do a little bit of washi on here. And so I'm going to pull a little bit of washi, no rhyme or reason. And we're just going to put some down. And then somewhere on your page, you're going to write my wins for the week. There is no wrong or right way to do that, all right? And some of you may be like, I don't have a win of the week. If you feel like you don't have one single win, you woke up, all right? So you can start there. If you received, your stimulus payment, if you were approved for something, if you were able to redecorate something in your house, if you went to bed a little early, all of those are wins. Every win does not have to be of a large magnitude. You just want to acknowledge something. And so where this comes in with your journals is, remember, your journal should read like a book and not a broken record. So the fact that you're able to put wins inside of your journal allows for you to see that everything was not always bad. All right, even in the midst of this storm that many of us are in. All right. All right, so we're going to talk about wins. So if you have a win and you're comfortable posting it, what was one of your wins for the week? A lot of my wins came on the tail end of things not quote unquote working out in some areas. So that was pretty cool this week. So I'm going to layer this. So I was able to, so I'm on a debt-free journey, y'all, even in the midst of all of this. I'm on a debt-free journey. And so the fact that I had some extra income coming in, it has allowed me to put that towards some debt because I do have a goal to move back out on my own, and I want my credit score to be where they're like, girl, you can have whatever you want. So I have started working on that. So I was able to pay 3 debts off. I was able to get my student loans and a loan income repayment, but I'm still going to pay on those. I'm sorry, I'm going to resume. All right. So for the longest, because I have been able to do the IDR, income driven repayment plan, with my student loans, I got a little comfortable. Okay. Be honest. I got a little comfortable, and I didn't pay on my student loans. And so I have 2 student loans that I paid off. I have 5 left to pay off. So now, you know, when you have time to sit down and you really just think over your life, I feel like I'm in church when you start saying stuff like that. But you sit down and you start thinking and you prioritize. Y'all, I look back at the money that I have spent. And again, I am a business, right? So I'm a business. Hey, Angelia. I hope I said that right. I am a business, right? So of course I need people to shop with me, right? However, I had to look at where my money was going. And I have like 2 loans that, and I know you can't cry over spilled milk, so I'm not even crying. I'm just wiping up the mess. I'm wiping up the mess, all right? Sometimes you have to clean it up and figure out how did you spill that milk. So, hey, Ash, I literally have 2 loans that I could have paid off. We're in 2020, between the year 2018 up until now. When I look at how much I have spent on stationery supplies, it outweighs 2 of those loans put together. All right. So when I looked at that, I said, you know, self, we often like to cry, woe me, and it should be more of oh me, right? Say that again. A lot of times we like to cry woe me, and a lot of times it should be oh me, like oh my, what did I do? So I started writing things down. I was like, what do you want? And I always talk about what I want. I do my goals, and what are you willing to be serious about right now while you can? I've often told y'all, I look at this. Let me move this up just a little bit. Oh, sorry, y'all. I've often told y'all how I feel like this is a reset. For me, I can only speak for me. I feel like this is a reset, and I'm going to just be transparent. A lot of people are out here acting like stimulus payment ain't nothing, that little bit of money. Okay, if some of y'all make over a certain amount, kudos to you. But I'm talking to the people that fall in that bracket. Don't allow anybody to make you feel a certain way because you're getting money. All right. So let's just say before we entered into whatever the heck this is that we got going on, you were in a bind, right? You may have been in a bind before we got put on lockdown. And you may have had situations where you didn't know where the money was coming from, how you was going to do it, how it was going to get paid, X, Y, and Z. Some of you are still getting your income, plus what some people call the little stimulus check. I ain't calling it little, okay? If you want to call it little, I put it in quotations. That little bit helped me get further than where I was. But you may have been like, hey, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. Whoever you pray to, if you pray, you might have been like, Lord, open up the doors, give me something. And the minute a lot of you all got something, you still complain. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think a lot of us, and I just like to say a lot of us so nobody, gets all in their feelings thinking I'm pinpointing one person out, because I can follow these categories sometimes as well. But a lot of us pray for things, and then when it's given to you, you still complain. And so you walk around as if the whole world owes you, but even when you're given a little, you do nothing with it. And so my hope is that when we come out of this, a lot of people are not still in the same position where they were before, right? You can make a lot of progress with small steps. This may be a time that you have to face where you've messed up. If we're talking about a financial thing, right? You can't blame it on your job right now. A lot of you all have not had to put gas in your car. You haven't been buying a whole lot of food. So you've been able to save in certain areas. Now, if this does not apply to you, I'm going to tell you like my mama say, take what you want and discard the rest. So if it applies and you can utilize what I'm saying, take it, journal about it, do whatever you need. But if you are now in a position where you're getting additional money that you would not have seen, be very mindful of how you handle it, right? Because I'm gonna just be honest. Them folks in the government, they're not gonna care when we come up out of this. Those folks that have put your payments on the back, they're not going to care when we come out of this. They're not gonna wanna hear, I don't have the money. Especially when you had a way where you can expand that money, all right? And don't be afraid to research ways to be better with your finances. Y'all, the internet is free. There are a lot of videos out here that give you ideas on how to handle your payments, your stimulus payments, your unemployment. What do you take care of first? The four walls. Take care of your rent, your light bill, your water, whatever you need to take care of. You cover that first, and then you take care of other stuff. So I just wanted to give that suggestion. And I also wanted to say, don't let anybody make you feel bad about where you are on your walk in life. All right. So if they don't have any input that's going to help you to be in a better place, why do you even care? There's the mute buttons. We talk about that all the time. And consider that. All right. So we're doing a page, the win, your win for the week, or your wins. It should have been an S, but. So I just like the idea that the word win is really large. And then we're just adding some little decorations to the win. So a couple of my wins this week, I saw a dramatic transformation. So for the first 5 weeks, y'all, like the first 2 weeks, I was like, oh, okay, I'm cool. Week 3 and 4 was like, oh, girl, we got to pull this all together. Week 5, which we're currently in, I was able to see a transformation in my weight, the way I feel, rest-wise. Now, with me changing my eating and getting back on the healthy track, y'all, like my face is breaking out left and right, which to me just says my body is like, girl, about time we can detox some of this stuff out. So my skin has not been up to par. It's like, yeah, let us reset. So that was a win. I did mention to you all that I was able to pay 3 debts off in addition to making some payments on my loans. I have been binge watching TV and relaxing, family time. My journal, you know, she lit. She is almost done. Y'all see what I got left? So I've been able to journal. So it's been really cool. This whole process, it hasn't been all perfect. I'm not saying that, but just seeing the growth in myself. I would also, you know, suggest y'all look at your growth. Where are you? What changes would you like to see personally? I think that would be something you can track in your journal. What else have I been doing? That's pretty much it, y'all. Oh, I got a new plant. I got a new house plant. That's funny. That's something that my sister just kept talking about, a house plant, because she likes house plants. So she bought quite a few. I got one. But I mean, I added it to my room. I have 2. My son bought me one for, was it Christmas or my birthday? Christmas. And now I have another one. And just adding that to my room, I just was like, oh, it's so cool. So I named my plant, the new one, her name is Bailey. Okay, so we're going to try to keep Bailey alive, right? My mom has the green thumb of the family. I don't. But, you know, Bailey is, she going to make it. The one my son gave me, I didn't name, but she's doing real well too. She is doing well. All right, so your win. And what you can do is you can put the week we're currently in. So we know we're in the week of, y'all, this junk is flying by. We're in the week of the 13th through the 19th, all right? So we'll go in. All right, and then we'll write what week we are in, April. '13th through the 19th. All right, and so your wins, you can list them or you could take stickers. If there's stickers that may apply, you can utilize that. You know, we're all about using your stuff, shop your stash. As you're buying stuff that's coming in, use stuff so the rest can go out. So I did do my therapy. That's always like a win for me when I attend my sessions. Let's see. I got a therapy one. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down. So yeah, if you have your stickers, you know, use your stuff, yeah. So first of all, I had an idea before I did that. Wait a minute, let's do this real quick. So one of my journal tricks that I like just to liven the page, if you don't want to put a whole lot of stuff, you can do every other line like a light pastel color. It's just one of my favorite things to do on some of my pages. And then sometimes I'll do like a gray, and then I might go in, I might do one color every other line, or I might go in with a variety of colors. So we're gonna, with this one, we're gonna do a double line. And I think I want to focus on at least 3 to 5 wins this week. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. All right, so we said one of my wins was my therapy session. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Did that a little too fast. All right. All right, and since I added that line in between, if you wanted to write a little bit more to expound on what was that win during that session, that could go on there. We have another one. And, oh, my anniversary for Delta was a win, 17 years. And 17. And so we did a Zoom call, and my line was huge, y'all. If you're familiar with HBCUs, you know our lines be like real huge. Okay, so it was 74 of us that crossed, and it was, I believe we were able to get 45 people on the Zoom call. Again, if you're in a sorority, you know that's major to get over half. So that was a win. Chatting with them, that was really cool. That was fun. What else did we say? I was able to pay debt. I'm just looking for a sticker. So I was able to pay some debt down. We do know the fitness is going to be one. Let's see. I know there's one in here for... Oh, actually, y'all. Okay, so I know this is an afterpay card, but this gonna work. Okay, so we was able to pay some debt down. Right, so that was cool. All right, so paid down some debt. I told y'all I typically write like I talk, and I'm country. All right, grammatical errors and all will emerge, all of that. Okay, and so this one is Peyton Saves. So I was able to save some money, transfer some money into a stock portfolio for my son. All right, so we're going to put able to save. Well, saved and invested. All right, so I was really excited about being able to save and invest. So, you know, I've watched videos, y'all. Like, you can see stuff 1,000 times over, but sometimes it's like, until it's your time to get really serious about things, ain't nothing gonna change. It just is what it is. I will say, with this situation going on and being self-employed, it just was a huge eye-opener. I mean, just learning about stock portfolios, a personal IRA, starting, I know they have a 529 for your children, but even being able to start a stock portfolio for my son, and then he would be able to take over later, like, just was dope. And again, like I said, there has been money that has been presented that I normally would not have that extra right now. You know what I mean? Like, eventually my walk will be where I want it to be. So instead of, and I'm gonna just be honest, instead of buying everything off of Amazon, I said, we gonna move some money and we gonna get this ball rolling and start a habit. It takes 21 days to start a habit. So these were a couple of things that I was like, nah, you about to get this. You've been talking about this for years, and it's time to make some moves. So when the doors are open for you to do something that you've always been wanting to do, go ahead, y'all, do it scared. It's okay. All right. And then the last one that I'm going to put on here is, let's see. It's going to be a fitness one. And that's another one I want to add. Well. And so basically the fitness one is stating that your girl is seeing some, y'all. So I bought a pair of, it's like these olive pants. They're real cute, right? And so I bought them maybe, let's say, 2 weeks before we had to sat on down somewhere. So I bought them and I could put them on, but I could not zip them up. So now I can fully zip them up. Your girl is happy. So I can zip them up, but I need to, you know, I got to shed a little bit more, some more inches. But being able to see my progression has been really exciting. So that was cool. So for example, my lunch today was about 8 ounces of celery juice. Straight celery juice with a little bit of lime. That was it for my lunch. This morning I had some eggs and potatoes. After we get off of here, I'm probably going to do a salad with some cilantro and tomatoes. And that's probably all I want in that salad. So just adjusting my habits. Getting rest has been awesome. So reaching, let's see. Making fitness goals. That ain't what I want to write. Oh, we just going to say seeing progress. All right, so that's that, y'all. You see how your wins, you don't have to overdo it. Whatever your win is, if you went to bed early, um, if you worked out this week and that was your first time working out, that's a win. If you what was one of our things? Unplugged for an hour off of social media. That is a win. Make sure you have something in your journal that shows where you're progressing versus everything in your journal being negative. All right. A lot of people shy away from journals because you tend to only write in them when it's bad. So at that point, you're like, oh man, I don't like journaling. Journaling is stupid. Why I got to do it? And it's like, no, journaling is not stupid. It's just your method is a little whack. And, you want to adjust it. Okay. We all have had those whack moments. And, it's time to turn over a new leaf. So that was that. And again, if I wanted to write another one, I got a house plant. And I may just do a page for the house plant. Let's do that. Let's create a journal page. So again, my journal pages, y'all, are always just, it's a variety of things. This was Easter. He is risen. Stormy weather, God is shifting. That was my journal entry, y'all, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, April 12th, oh, it had my nerves shooketh. I was real nervous, all right? The wind, the rain, tornadoes were hitting in Georgia. It just was a whole lot of, I was like, Lord, really? What are we doing? All right, so let's do one about a plant. So when I think about plants, I think about breathing, fresh air, oxygen. So maybe we can write some of those words. And I actually started in my A6 doing something. So I want to do something that's out of the norm for most people. Some of you all might have a whole fit because I'm turning this another way. And you got a page that's going this way. But again, make your journal yours. And let's do breathe. And I had a couple of people ask me, how do I make this look so easy to write the letters? You're going to use this chisel tip. This is going to be the bold side, and that flat part is what you're writing with. All right. So you're not writing on the side of it. You're allowing that flat part to shape how you write. So that's going to be that little top part up there. All right. If you are just joining, yes, you see these raggedy nails. I'm gonna finally part with them. Oh, I'm parting. All right. So we're gonna put breathe, not breath, but breathe. All right. And then you can put something like, we know oxygen is what we need. So you're breathing out carbon dioxide and you're breathing in the oxygen that you need. Hey, Keisha. So yeah, y'all, that's what this tip is for, right? So breathe. So we could do breathe in. Let's do that. I like breathe in. So let's just say, oh, that's an ugly end, but we're going to roll with it. Let's just say you stay in an apartment and you're like, I don't feel like going outside all the time, but you want some fresh air. Look into house plants. You don't have to get a large one. My sister done found stuff on Amazon. I ain't even know these folks was on Amazon selling plants. I done went on there and almost lost my mind today. You know how you just put a whole bunch of stuff in your cart? That's what I got going on right now. But there's like a prayer plant. I'm definitely ordering it today. And so this entry, if you're just joining, we're writing about my new house plant. Her name is Bailey. And hold on, y'all. This screen is looking real janky. Let's take it up. All right. So yeah, we're going to create a page for Bailey. Create a page for Bailey. So that might be something you're like, oh, I want to get me a nice little house plant. Start small, read up on it. If you know you don't have a green thumb, because I don't have a real one either, you want to find a plant that is low maintenance, okay? You can read up on them. They have them. You may want to plant, depending on how the lighting comes in your home, you need to read, do you need low light, high light? If you don't have a lot of light, you want to look for a low light type of plant. And you want to make sure it is a house plant and not a outdoor plant. And again, it's just something about the greenery that just kind of spruces up a room. Like just those two little plants in my room just made it so refreshing. So now I can bring this little faux plant down out of my room and just put it over here. Because I do have a faux plant that'll be going to the salon. So I can take that out of my room. So does anybody on here have house plants? Do you have them? Yay, nay, may? Thick pen. Charlotte and Larry. I like those names. All right, so since I got a new plant, she arrived today. Her birthday is, what's today, y'all? We on the 18th. So her birthday is the 18th, all right? So let me see if I can flip this and write comfortably. I think I can. All right. Now, her date of birth really wasn't on the 18th because whoever started growing her grew her earlier, but she arrived home today. Keisha, do I pre-plan with pens and markers like the color? Sometimes, and sometimes it's just plain old ink. And so we'll do that after we do this page. Because what's our time? We had 33 minutes. Let's see what this battery power looking like. Y'all got 60 minutes. So we'll do the brain dump after this one. All right, so we're going to do the name. We're also going to do her date of birth. I have the type of plant, y'all. I can't tell y'all right now because the thing is upstairs. All right. I know some of y'all ain't gonna say nothing, but y'all online looking at plants now. Can't wait to see y'all plants next to y'all journals and y'all posts. All right, so plant name. Her name is Bailey. She arrived on 4/18/20. Oh, Ash, you are. I'm telling you, girl, like that. It's so cute. All right, and so now we gonna make a little. I ain't drawing the plant I had for real, y'all, cause ooh, thanks, Trisha, cause I'm gonna draw just what you posted, that little thing. So we're gonna do this little brown mound down here. Oh, I knew y'all was gonna look at them plants. We gonna breathe in some fresh air. Yeah, see, I done pulled out some old school Crayolas now. Don't act like I don't have mild liners. So, you ain't gotta have mild liners. You ain't gotta go along to get along. Use what you have. All right, so I need a little bit of... Oh, man. Line all the stuff you have. I know some of y'all about this foolishness. The friction. That was country. Erasables. Gonna pull those out too. All right, now this leaf ain't gonna be like... And do I want to... And I do. Let's put us a little border around this page. Add us a little detailing to our vine. So yeah, y'all, the next plant I'm gonna get is the prayer plant, and I'm also gonna get the snake plant. You can look that one up too. It's really cute to go in the corner, and then that's where I'm gonna stop right there, because that would take me up to 4 plants, and maybe 2 more, 3 more. I might get one for down here in the craft room. Now I know some people are like real, like they're gonna track everything. They're gonna track the height of the plant and all of that. Well, I don't really think that's gonna be my story or my truth. But she got a little page. So I put that little page right here. But you can take the information from the plant and write it in here, right? Because a lot of people are going to throw that tag away. So you may put over here like how much sunlight, how often to water. So we'll probably create a box right here. And then I'll fill that information in when I get off of here. Because like I said, I don't have that tag down here. So I'm going to create a box. Let's do a box right up in this area. So in that box, I'll put care instructions. Now, matter of fact, I'm going to write how to keep her alive. And so if you notice, I'm creating a box, not a traditional line. Hey, Pine. All right, so that's the box, and then I'm gonna write in here how to keep her alive. And so if you notice, green is like one of my themes on this page. Green, the browns of the earth, earthly colors. So how to keep Bailey. I'm gonna put thriving. I know I said it loud, but we're gonna say thriving. All right, and so in this area is where the instructions would go. How much sunlight, how much water, how many times. All right, so again, care instructions will go right here. This is the name of the plant, well, what I named her date of birth. Of course, that's not when she started growing, but that's when she arrived. So 4/18/20. And then that's the picture we drew. We added a little border. I titled this journal entry Breathe In. And then I can actually go in this area and write a journal entry about a plant. Okay, so that's what you can do. So far we have 2 pages. We did a page, the wins for the week. We did a page about a plant. So I now see that I think 2 or 3 of you all are now online looking for a plant. So you can preset your page, and then when it arrives, you can write that in. Some of you already said you have a couple of plants, so you can possibly create a page for the plants that you already have. All right, so wins for the week. Plant life, breathing the oxygen in, and now we're going to flip over and do a brain dump. You might say, oh, you're really doing a brain dump in your journal. You can do a brain dump in your journal. You don't necessarily have to have a blank sheet of paper. You can make your brain dump creative, or it can be plain Jane. All right. So I do mine variety of ways. Sometimes it's in a journal. Sometimes it's in paper that I can throw away. Yes, sometimes I do utilize markers and color code things. Sometimes I don't, right? But often the first thing you'll see me write is going to be brain dump. So let's do brain dump for week 6. Well, this is week 6 for me. I know everybody's weeks may be a little different. All right, and I'm allowed to go across both pages. Now with the brain dump, the idea is not for it to be organized. It's literally just letting everything out of your head onto paper. It doesn't mean that you're going to complete everything on there, but it may be things that you're like, oh, I should do this. I need to do this. And then often if you don't write that down, you're like, oh man, what did I say I was going to do? That is why I just unload everything on paper. And again, it does not have to be cutesy, but if it's in my journal, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have some kind of cute element to it because it's going to be in my journal. And I also will date what week it's for. And so my weeks roll from Monday through a Sunday. So this will be for the week of That's going to be 420 through 426. All right. Now, so with your brain dump, I do have certain categories that I like to make sure that I put stuff down. So you're going to have your self-care, work, family. What did I say? Self-care, work, family, finances. Those are typically mine. I usually say the 3 FUs. That's always going to be family and friends in one category, finances, and what was fitness? I forgot fitness in there. So those are the threes. And then self-care, of course. Hey, Nick Denise. All right, so if you wanted to, if it makes it easier for you to see, you can categorize it. But even when I categorize it, it's not like I need to do this Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. So since we said that there were different categories, let's show how you can color coordinate it. I'm going to do pink for self-care. So I will normally put self-care at the top or self-care toward the bottom, and then everything else in between, so that they're either at the top or the bottom focal points, because my eye draws to the top and it also draws to the bottom. So this is self-care. Friends and family, next. Work. It's going to be third. Finances. Now, fitness can do one or two things. It can go under self-care, or you can create a separate one. I am going to create a separate one. All right. So instead of saying fitness, I'm going to say health and wellness, even though that goes under those 3 Fs. So this is finance. All right, and that's self-care. And then if you have others, you can put that wherever, right? So what you would do is, I would suggest maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes on a timer, and just write whatever you think it is that needs to be completed in this week, or something that you want completed. If you want to jazz it up, we can always go in and use stickers. I am right now in the place where I need to use my stuff, so we're going to go in and add that. And I'll probably do a sticker for each section versus a sticker for each thing that I write down. Your handwriting does not have to be super cute, y'all. That is not the goal. Where's the top? So I like this particular sticker right here because it says "Mind's her business." So I'm going to put that as self-care. It's going to be a self-care sticker. Friends and family. I need to find a heart out of a sticker book or something. somewhere. Yeah, I'll have to find something for that. All right, so for finances, I'm going to do where Peyton saves again. Even though we know that's going to be a variety of things, that's not just going to be one particular thing. Health and wellness. So with health and wellness, she has one that where she's eating a salad. Yes, I can put one where she's exercising, but let's do one where focusing on eating as well. And then workflow, one where she's on the computer. And then, like I said, friends and family, we just need something that has like a heart. Or I can draw a heart, right? All right, so for example, I'll just kind of give you an example what I would write on a brain dump. And again, your handwriting does not have to be neat. Anything like that. You don't want to take too much time doing a brain dump. That's not the whole point. All right, so workflow, I know I need to release new journal prompts. I also need to release ready to ship shirts. Update salon website. And transfer funds into this accounts. And then order supplies. All right, so you see how I did that, right? And that does not mean that that's going to be every single thing that I have to do that week. These are the things that are just popping in my head, literally, even while I'm on here with you all, right? So then you want to go to finances. You know, like you may have bills to pay, right? So I'm going to put pay bills. I might need to follow up. With companies. Another thing I wanted to do is pay up a few subscriptions. And so my goal is to pay up 3 subscriptions this week. So pay bills, follow up, pay up subscriptions, transfers into savings. All right, so those are a couple of things. Now, one thing I would also like to say when you're brain dumping, of course, you might have a list of 100-something things, but if you don't want to overwhelm yourself and you're going to take the break it into a category approach, maybe start with 3 to 5 things that you can do versus 10 things per category. And then when the week comes, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I can do. Side note, it's another category we need on here. All right, so that's that. So then we have, and I'm just going in whatever category. So now we're going to go to health and wellness. So I've been doing virtual classes. I don't want that to change. So we're going to put continue virtual workout sessions. Under health and wellness, I'm going to put grocery shop. I know like home life, I could put that there. But the fact that I have it under health and wellness, I know that there are going to be certain things that I need to order from the grocery store that are going to be in line with my workout sessions and all of that, right? So grocery shop. And then I'm going to put in parentheses Instacart. Because your girl is still not leaving this house. No, thank you. Health and what? Sleep. Get proper rest. Now, I have been taking naps and stuff, but I do need to develop somebody's bedtime, y'all, because I have fallen in the trap of watching Tyler Perry's Sisters, the show Sisters, and it's not good acting, and it's not really a good plot to it, but I've been sucked into the foolery. So, where I should be in bed like 11-ish, I'm going to bed at like 2 or 3 watching these episodes. Just crazy. So, home life, we need to declutter. And I want to go through my closet. All right, so those are those two. Family and friends. Call and chat. And then this week, I want to send some cards, okay? So send cards. And so just as quick as I said send cards, I realized that there was something else that I needed to put over here. And this is where it goes into not really being neat, right? Schedule. Pickup. All right, so that's right there. All right, and then we're going to go into self-care. So I'm going to put breathing exercises. This week during therapy, I learned some new breathing exercises, which were really cool. Therapy session. Journal. Read. Unplug. Shampoo. Hair. Also with family and friends, we can do, I'm putting TV night because we're catching up on series, so it's not really a TV night. And then my son wants his hair twisted because clearly he has a lot of hair on his head now, so twist ties here. All right, and so that's my brain dump. All right, so you see, really it kind of went by pretty fast, and we are almost to our hour mark. So that would be my brain dump, right? So what would I do with my brain dump? You can do a couple of things. You can either utilize your planner. However, some people are like, I just really don't feel like using a planner. I don't feel like I have enough. So I'm going to show you. Let me slide back. Get this. All right, so some of you all may have desk pads. I have quite a few. I'm going to show you 2. All right, so this one is from Goldmine and Coco. So this is like a list making, check it off, right? And then this one is like Marshall's. So you have a noted section, and this one goes strictly from Monday through Friday. So this may be your work week. This may be everything that you want to catch on there. So if I did not feel like using a planner, and I'm going to be really transparent with y'all, I have not used my planner probably in 5 weeks. I've been more inside of my journals, writing, brainstorming. I have notebooks where I'm just writing ideas. When I do my journal prompts, there are notebooks. I have not been in my planner. I miss it, but it's something that's like fighting me right now. So if this was the case, right? And we said, hey, I want to write down where some of these go. This is where you pull your brain dump out. Your brain dump will tell you where things should go. We didn't necessarily put a date by it, but most people, when they look at what they wrote down, they can say, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do this on that day. I'm going to send cards on this day. I'll be ready to release, to ship pen to paper on this day. And that's where you plug those things in. So let's say, oh, hold on now. If you getting unemployment, y'all, no, never mind. That don't fall on this week. But say if you're getting unemployment, you got to make sure that you certify in Georgia, all right? So you don't want to miss that or you ain't going to get paid. But that falls on Sunday. But I can still put that on here. I need... All right, so that's right there. So these are all of the things that go under there. And so I'm going to just do a sample one just so you can see. What day did I wash my hair this week? I think it was, I washed it on Thursday, so I'll keep that on that same day. And so all I'm going in is just putting the things that I said I need to do. Shampoo hair. I need to stop saying wash hair. It's shampoo hair, y'all. You wash your hands, you shampoo your hair. And then we say we're going to pay bills. So pay bills, because that might fall on different days, I wouldn't necessarily put that in one category on here. And so let's just say I want to schedule the order. So schedule pickup. And when I'm saying schedule pickup, that's to ship out the shirts that sell. That will go right here. Update website, salon website. I need to do that on Monday. All right, and so there's something that's not on this list. I might say send email to clients. That wasn't on my brain dump, but this jogged it, so I just put it on this list right here. Then we say we want to grocery shop. I'm going to put grocery shop right here. Now, up here, because I have a noted section, we know there's workout sections. I could do workouts. And since we're saying this is Monday through Friday, I can just go down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I could list what those workouts are. So again, this is also another way to plan without feeling like I have to be inside of a planner. All right, and then Friday, Thursday we got therapy, shampoo, unplug. Let's just say Tuesday is a day I want to unplug. I have not decided, but we're just showing you where you plug it in. Then let's say Friday is where I transfer business funds. And continue virtual. So those are your workouts, proper rest. And you can even put a tracker up here. So again, like if you're like, I'm not opening up no notebooks, I'm not opening up no planner, this is a way that you can keep your stuff down. You can have this in your journal, and you could even utilize this in your journal as a mark off. If you're just like, ain't nobody doing a planner, I'm just gonna use this journal, you can mark it and keep going. So this is how I do one of my brain dumps. The other brain dump is strictly writing it down, no organization, and then I'll go back by it and I'll color code it. So those are a couple of options. Do y'all have any questions? Because we're going to hop off of here in a second. How's everybody doing? Do you need any journal tips before we hop up off of here? So yeah, this is my brain dump for the week. And so putting it in your journal also is a way where you can go back and track if you're like a lot of your Oh, you're welcome, Maddie. If a lot of your stuff tends to get lost, because if you are a disc bound planner or a ring planner, it's easy for us to pop stuff in and out and lose it. So if you have a closed in journal, then this is a way like each week to kind of see what you have going on. And then you can transfer whatever you need. All right, so that's what we have. So let's review what we did. We did a win page. Each week you should do a win page in your journal. That way you have some form of positivity in your journal. We created a breathe in page for those that are purchasing plants. Your oxygen to liven up your rooms. You did that. And we named date of birth, how to keep the plant thriving. And then our last page was our brain dump, which on mine covered 2 pages that you could possibly keep in your journal. So that is how you do a brain dump. So again, I think that's it, y'all. Make sure y'all continue to be safe. I know some states are opening up. If you are choosing to go out in that first batch of air, please be safe. Cover your nostrils, your mouth. Keep your hands off of your face. No matter what you believe in, if you think it's 5G and everything else, still be safe as much as possible. I won't be going out in that first batch of air. I won't be going out in the second batch of air. Really won't be going out in the third. However, I would like to, just encourage you all to stay safe if you don't have an option, or if you have an option and you're choosing to. All right, so don't forget to do your journal prompts. Continue writing on your journal prompts. You don't have to finish them all at one time. You can jump around on the various journal prompts that you have. Whatever topic fits is what you can do. And that's that. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will catch y'all on the next one.